Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is KairoS. Welcome back to Naval Action, Finding Your Sea Legs. So I'm recording this just the day after, or the morning after last episode, so you'll probably be seeing this one a few days after it was recorded. But I figured seeing as I've got some time, I should probably get as much done as I can in this game, get ahead of the game. So last episode, of course, we didn't do so well. And it occurred to me one of the reasons we aren't doing so well is because I haven't actually leveled out my ships yet. We really should be concentrating on choosing the ships we want to be using and getting them 5-boxed as much as possible, really. So we might be doing a little bit more PvE this episode. I want to get some of these boxes unlocked. And we're definitely going to be using this Rat Wiesen. Maybe not today, I don't know. I've just been thinking about that now. The Rat Wiesen is a ship, DLC ship you definitely want to have if you're going to have a DLC ship. This is probably the one to use. So I've got her kitted out. Set her up this morning with Nassau borders, steel tools, and a British rig. Nothing fancy. This is just a starting ship. DLC ship, you don't want to use fancy upgrades on a DLC ship, generally speaking, unless you get a really good one. The other thing I want to be doing today is actually going into our buildings here, and I figured I never use up all of these slots. I've got the DLC that gives you extra slots, and I never use them all up, so we're going to actually build our sugar plantation. Why not? We might as well have it. It will be a little bit cheaper than... we're going to upgrade that as well. It will be a little bit cheaper than... Actually, I should be careful of my money here. It is fairly expensive, so we'll leave it at 2 for now. We've used up a lot of our money here, but in the long run this will pay itself off. We might even just leave it at 2 actually, because you're never going to need more than that. So that'll do for now. Level 2 sugar plantation for now. We'll end up with 2,000 storage here, and as you can see we actually have, because it's a good day after, even though technically we're still on the 8th of the 6th, as you can see there, because the server hasn't reset. I was playing last night quite late. But yeah, we've now got 2,500 provisions produced here, so we can collect these, max them out. You can see it is relatively expensive, but a lot cheaper than buying them from the market. So we can grab those. Boom. So you can see that we have 3,000 provisions now. And these provisions are going to be very useful for later down the track, but we're not going to hold on to them now. It's going to be a little while until we actually build our shipyard. We'll need doubloons for that, and money, reales. So really our priority at the moment is to make some reales. So we're going to put these on contract. We'll go to place contract. We want to select materials and ship permits. It's down here, provisions, and what was the price they were asking for it? Let's just double check that. Food, provisions, yeah, 85. So let's not be greedy here. It is off-peak time at the moment. We still got 500 players online, which is great. It looks like there are a lot more players coming to Naval Action in the last couple of weeks. This is excellent. But yeah, we have this being sold for fairly cheap. But we're still going to make a bit of cash. We'll end up making about probably around 50 reales per unit, around that, with tax and having to produce them. So that's fine. I just want to actually start getting the ball rolling here. So let's place contract. Price, let's put them up for 80 reales. How much are we paying? We'll get a final price of 72, and then, you know, tack off 15 from that. We're getting about, you know, 55, whatever. I can't math at the moment. We're getting a little over 50 to 60 reales per unit. So if we do 3,000 of those, you can see there we're going to make a much more big wad of cash there than we would otherwise if we just put, you know, 500 up or whatever. So we definitely want to put up quite a bit of that. I think we'll just put it all up at once. For 80 reales per unit, that's going to sell eventually. Place contract, confirm, and now we should have cash rolling in. Okay, so that's done. We now have the stuff on auction. You can check your contract here, of course. If people don't know, you can actually watch this going up, this number, as these sell. If you put your provisions in the right place or selling them in the right place, they should sell relatively quickly as long as you haven't asked too much for them. So I think for 80 reales a pop, they should sell pretty quickly as long as the market doesn't do anything crazy in the next few days. So that'll do for now. So the next thing to consider, I will probably actually check my redeemables and redeem some of my DLC ships, painters, and so on. We might stick to smaller ships today, guys. I know a lot of you like big ships, but to be honest, I want to kind of level up some of my smaller ones first. And also, let's check what's going on. Aha! Yes, we're going over here. We are going to go to Shroud Cay today, and Shroud Cay, and we'll establish an outpost here. I always have an outpost here. This is going to be our shallow water patrol zone port. Definitely worth doing. And we might get the Hercules for this, because the Hercules is a shallow water, shallow drafted ship. We can't take, as much as I'd like to take the Hermione out, we can't take that. So we'll probably redeem Hercules. But I'm going to put a cut in here while I think about reclaiming my DLCs and experimenting with different wood builds. We'll see what we get. Alright guys, I've redeemed this Hercules, and this looks like it's a pretty good build for going to the patrol zone. Traditionally, the Teak S, Sabaku S, was always a good PvP build, or all-purpose patrol zone build. And it looks like it's retained some of its qualities. We've got pretty good armor here, thickness, but slight debuff on hit points and speed. A little bit of turn rate as well, although that's probably coming from these pretty good bonuses that I got on this particular ship. We've got sailing bonus, hull bonus of 3, master rigging bonus also of 3, and a slight crew bonus too. So this is actually a pretty good ship. I am going to throw some green upgrades on her. We're going to give her basic tackles refit for cannon reload time. Now, I'm not sure how important penetration is going to be. For PvE, it's really not, but this will also, as well as help our cannon penetration, these French gunners will also help our traverse down and up. So I think this is probably worth a slot, considering I can't find anything else I want to put on there. And that will hopefully come in useful if we do get attacked in the patrol zone by a player with a heavily armored ship. And we're going to throw Nassau borders on there as well, because we probably are going to get into trouble dealing with AI in the patrol zone. They can be a problem, and sometimes boarding them can sort of solve that problem. But we really need to get this ship out and start leveling her up. Let's actually take a look at her here. As I always say, if you're going to get a DLC ship, the Hercules is the one to get, because it is cheap for a Naval Action DLC, and she's a beautiful, beautiful ship. Look at that. Oh, I should also say I've loaded her up with medium guns and put some bow, found a couple of these fairly cheap long guns. It's good to put long guns on your bow chasers, because you're often firing, if you're chasing down a ship, you're often firing at a very steep angle, so it's good to have that extra pen. So there she is, she's ready to go. This is a great ship to have for a DLC ship, because you can reclaim her every day, and she's a square rigger. It will teach you to sail without risk of losing anything. You can have this ship sunk as many times as you want. Okay guys, so I decided to go for the English Dark in the end. I think that suits her. She looks like she was a British warship at one point and has since been commandeered by pirates. And she is looking really nice. That's a great color scheme for this ship. And everything's set up. I've given her a lot more supplies than she probably needs, but it's probably good to have some spares if we're going to be going on a long voyage. And I can leave any supplies I don't need in the outpost once we establish it at Shroud. The other thing we need to be doing is checking our quest menu. Check for passengers as always. Salina Point, we'll take that because we're going past Salina Point. Make some money while we're on our way. Atwoods is a little bit out of the way. Atwoods is up here. Up here. So we may or may not bother with that. You know what? Why not? We'll take it. Money is kind of hard to come by at the moment. We just put that in the hold. But we really want battles here. I don't think these haven't reset yet because we don't have the we haven't had the server reset yet. But okay, so we might check. I'm gonna sail along there and we might check for missions. We really want a Mercury mission. I am gonna try and do these. I obviously won't waste your time and sink 14 of these in one episode. That'd take hours, but I'll slowly work at these, probably off screen, in my own time. Just pop out of docks and just sink a couple of these every now and then to try and get my doubloons rolling. There is a lot of grinding in this game, guys, as I'm sure you're all aware, but I think that's everything we need at the moment. We can now send this ship out, get her underway, and see if we can find anything to sink and make a slow but steady way up towards Shroud Cay. So I've been delivering passengers around here. We delivered one at Atwoods, Pittstown, Georgetown, and Port Howe. And I've been waiting for the wind to turn, guys, before I make this final dash to Shroud. So seeing as we have a really, really bad wind for Shroud at the moment, we might as well sink this rattlesnake, because I have a quest to sink, a mission, I should say, to sink rattlesnakes. So it won't take long with these 18-pounders that we've got here on the deck, on the gun deck. It won't take long to sink this thing, so we might just grab one of those while we're waiting, I reckon. Alright guys, here she is. I have absolutely no interest at all in capturing this one, so we're just going to use these 18-pounders to sink her as quickly as possible. Last episode, I didn't do so well with my sail management or my my gunnery. Particularly, I was very tired at the time. Moral of story, don't play Naval Action after midnight. It's not a good idea. However, I'm going to try and do better with this one. I also need to learn to leak sink. The leak sinking meta is a thing nowadays, and for somebody who mostly does PvE, I'm not very good at leak sinking. I need to get good at that. So right now, you can see I've got the wind coming from my port, and so I'm going to be heeling over to the starboard. So I need to keep that in mind. If I was playing against a player right now, he would be trying to hit my waterline. Took the head off a crewman right there, that's good. Fire. Not the best volley, but we are a little bit out of range here. I need to get a bit closer. Sail management, also something I need to practice a little bit. The thing about being a PvE player is it lets you get away with things that human players would take advantage of. So, even though I'm never planning to become a PvP god in this game, it's probably worth getting a little bit better and doing a bit more PvP just so that I can skill up a little bit more. Especially since I am running a channel, I think it's only fair to you guys that I do as best as I can. We'll try aiming at the waterline here a bit more, see what happens. Just experimenting really at the moment, guys. But with the wind on this side, we're not likely to get many leaks, so we'll just open up. We'll see if we can convince her to change sides here. Ow, 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 ow. See if we can get onto the windward side of it. Of course, the stern rake would be nice as well. We'll just fire. At this time, we're actually using the bow. Now, we're going into the wind at the moment. That's fine. I'm just going to fire. There we go. She's pretty much done now. 6th rate versus a 5th rate. Never a good matchup. And this 5th rate, as I say, has 18 pounders, which with the new gun meta, which by the way, if you're watching devs, don't change that. It's incredible. Bigger guns actually feel like big guns now. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way the gunnery works. I'm pretty happy with the whole balance really at the moment. But there we go. That's just a quick battle. We'll finish this thing off. Pommel the hull. She's gonna sink in a minute, but we'll finish her off. There we go. That's the last of her HP. We can probably... Whoops. We could probably reef the sails now. Get them into the wind. There's no point in... We'll fire anyway. She should sink. Come on. Down you go. Davy Jones' locker is a nice place, I'm told. There are biscuits and tea and friendship. There we go. That's our first kill. And we'll see what we got on board here. Ah, that's what I'm after, doubloons. Fantastic. And a few more repairs, some rum. That is good to have. We're going to leave that. I don't care about that. And we'll just destroy this salt. It's not even worth bothering about. Alright, fantastic, guys. That's our first kill for the Hercules. And hopefully the wind now will be in a better position for us to continue our voyage. Okay, guys, we've made it to Shroud Cay. I just need to concentrate on buying an outpost here. So that's good that we dropped off those passengers. We can spend that on an outpost now. Unfortunately, we also need to pay to build one. Very annoying, but that's okay. We made money along the way, so we'll be fine. We still have the wind. I've dropped off some supplies we don't need. I'm just going to take 100 rum and 5 of these hull repairs. If you guys don't know, you can check how many repairs. If you go into the shipyard and look in the shipyard, it will show how many repairs you need per cycle. In this case, just 1. So we can just take... I usually take 5 cycles of repair when I'm doing things. And early on, it's probably best to be frugal with your repairs. I'd probably take more if I have more available, but I want to save them for later. So we're going to head out now and head straight to this zone. We didn't have any trouble on the way here. Dropped off my passengers and all that. And we did see a couple of players hanging around outside the port, but they were pirate players and they were in basic brigs. So they're just sail clubbing around, getting to know the game probably. So we're going to head up to this zone. We'll see what we can find. Okay, we've left Shroud. We are just about to enter the zone. And I have no idea if there are any players in the area. Apparently somebody got sunk near Green Key, which is just there. So probably around here somewhere. Now, a little bit of a secret. Not all of you probably know this, but you don't necessarily have to fight players here. You probably should be prepared to, because players are going to be in this area. But you don't necessarily... There's one there, Frenchman. You don't necessarily have to fight them. If you can tag AI. There's... Oh, okay. We might wait, because there are 2 of them here. There's a Hercules and a Lorequin. So we might just come back later. I might go and make a coffee and come back later, because these guys are going to cause me trouble. They're probably working in a wolf pack. Yeah, he's changed course to find me. And I don't particularly want to lose this ship right away, so what we'll do is we will try and head back to the zone. It's sort of etiquette. You know, if you see someone just pottering around and they're not in the zone, people often don't chase you out of it because they're here for a reason. These guys are here to level up their medals, you know. They want to get their daily grind out, and it's not in their interest to chase me if I'm not interested in playing, right? And I would probably take them on if it was just the one guy, but there's 2 of them, and I'd rather not fight both of them at once. And if I go in there, they'll probably try and tag me. I'm trying to remember now, to be honest, if... I'm pretty sure it's just this inner circle here that you can not be attacked. I think this is solo only. I think this is solo only. So if you're in here, I think you can't be tagged by more than one person, but as I don't do a lot of PvP, I'm not sure about that. Anyone who's more experienced in this can let me know about that. But you can certainly be attacked by multiple players outside of that zone. So, to be honest, I don't do a lot of this sort of thing. You can see they have come. They've taken interest, and they're coming over to try and intercept. So maybe they will be biscuits and attack me anyway. But I don't see why I should give my ship away. If possible, yeah, he's boosted. If possible, I'm gonna get back into the port before they get a chance to attack me. So he's moving off to intercept on the other side, and this guy's gonna try and tag me from behind. The question is my ship, which is not built for speed, annoyingly, is my ship fast enough to get there before they tag me? We will see. He's definitely on the intercept course. But I don't see a reason why I should give them free kills. I might just make it if I don't run aground. Yep, we're safe. Ha ha ha. Sorry guys, not today. Well guys, this is the way of the Let's Play. I come into these episodes with a plan, of course, but things probably won't go according to plan in most of these episodes. Things will happen that I'm not expecting. That's why I like Naval Action. It often throws a ball at you. So we have 2 French players out there in the zone working together. And they're obviously experienced. I could see by their movements that they were experienced. And I don't particularly want to lose this ship right now. One thing you can do, if you're doing these zones and you don't want to lose a ship, this is a relatively good DLC ship, and I'd like to level up a little bit before I lose it, if possible. Especially considering I spent a good 50 plus reales, 50k plus reales setting her up with guns and half-decent upgrades. I don't really want to lose her now. But one thing you can do, if you want to just muck around, is you can actually, I'll have to change ports, you can actually delete your basic brig and reclaim it at this port here. And there's nothing to stop you going in and just attacking whatever you find. Sometimes you find 7th rates in here. You can very easily take out a 7th rate with a basic brig. If you have time and you're worried about losing your ship, you could take in, you know, a DLC ship you don't care about losing, or you could take in your basic brig and you could very happily play around here and get your sea legs. That's what I've called the series, getting your sea legs in here with your basic brig. I am actually going to put a cut in the video here and go and make myself a cup of coffee, do some stuff around the house, and come back in maybe half an hour or so in real time and see if those two have buzzed off. You can call me chicken if you like. Maybe I should have more of a go-get-'em attitude, but as I say, this ship, I'm kind of attached to it now. It has good bonuses, and I don't really want to lose it right now. So, I will see you guys soon. Alright guys, as you can see, I'm back. It's been a good hour actually since I was logged on. And it seems fairly quiet. I've been sitting out here for about 10 minutes waiting for the wind to turn. Just keeping an eye on things to see if anything's going down. We do have this little brig here, and I also have a mission to take out a brigs. It will take a couple of broadsides to finish that thing off. So we might grab that as well if we can. Just trying to get the get into a position where I can actually get the weather gauge of her and intercept. Hopefully she'll actually drift into the zone, which would be fantastic because we can also have our damage going up for the PZ, the patrol zone. I think we're probably ready. We could probably tack now. And we'll pursue her, see if she goes into the zone. Our French friends seem to have disappeared for now. I'm looking at the combat news and nothing seems to be going down. Somebody got sunk near Harbour Island, which is quite close. So probably up there. Something to be aware of as well. Think about the wind. So for example, if somebody's over here in Green Key, this is a bit of a risk because they now have the weather gauge. So if they are still hanging around there, they're going to be able to charge me down pretty easily. But I am hoping that we'll be able to intercept this brig here. A little bit of sailing first. Going to take a little while to get up there and catch her. But I'm hopeful that she'll be in the zone, so we'll be able to start getting our damage up. Alright guys, this thing is still sailing in the opposite direction of me, very frustratingly. And it looks like we actually have a little bit of variety now for the kind of thing that spawns here. We've got Cerberus back there with a medium fleet, one other ship. We have this here, La Renommée. So it looks like it's La Renommées now, not Mercury's. So we're going to tag this, just make sure we're still in the P here zone. They are going to have the wind of us, unfortunately. We're not in a very good position, but we can claim the wind. It's alright. Alright, so we've got 30 seconds to prepare. These ships are... Yep, we've got 2 Renommées here, guys. And these ships are 5th rates. I believe 9-pounder frigates, so we should be okay. But we should be careful as well. I'm actually going to load chain on this side right away. Get men out of the repairs. Get up to battle sails, and we do have to get out of this wind. Hopefully we'll be able to get enough speed up to flip ourselves around and actually get... Just going to give us hard to starboard for now. I don't like our chances, actually. We might have to reverse. We're just crawling forward. Yep, we've got a, like, 0.2 of a knot. Yeah, it's going to be faster, guys, if I just turn the sails in, reverse the helm. We're going to back into this one. There we go. Unfortunately, we're presenting our stern, so I don't want to go too... Yeah, they'll be reloaded now. This could be bad. Oh, this is bad. Really bad. So the wind is important, guys. The wind is important. If that was a player, they would be absolutely taking advantage of that. But I'm going to go to full sails for now. Just so we've got a bit of speed up once we get a little bit faster. Yeah, she's going around for another go. I reckon we can depower now and slow down. Let's try for... Ow, ow. What on earth? How did that get the stern armor? I'm not facing the stern. Oh well, whatever. Let's see if we can get a good bow rake in. Not bad. Not bad. So we've got to be very careful of our stern now because we lost it somehow. I guess it's because this this large cabin at the back is sort of causing problems for us. We might have to run and gun a little bit here. These ships have been designed for... to be a little bit stronger than your average, I think. So these guys will be a little bit stronger. This one's stuck in irons. So, yeah, they'll be a little bit stronger than your average Cerberus, basically. I don't want to get boarded, because these guys have got, you know, an extra 100 crew to me. But I'm going to give this guy, try and give this guy a stern rake if I can. Oh, God. Speaking of stern raking, I need to be careful he doesn't do the same thing to me. Come on, give us some more sail. Can't see through the fog. I think a bit early, I think. Oh no, good. We did alright, we did alright. Got a couple of guns, got a module. I'm gonna come round. Oh, sorry about the lag, guys. Well, we're not doing great. We've got a fire on board. And these things have been tanked up a lot more than I was expecting. So, yeah, fun, fun, fun. Let's try and fire it. Chain volley. Not good. Not good at all. Well, guys, I really was not expecting these things to be this strong. So, the secret here when you're outgunned like this, outclassed, as I apparently am, looks like he's going to keep on turning around. We've got him in the wind. Is you got to make sure you angle your bow. Alright, I built this ship not so much for HP, but more for armor. So I'm going to be taking advantage of that as much as possible. We're going to want to try and hit them like so. Straight down the bow. You can see there. Not concerned about Lokis or players at the moment, but I do want to avoid... Okay, so he's going to give me a broadside before I can get to bear on him, so I need to turn away. Try and bounce shots. You see that didn't do much damage. That didn't give me do me too much harm. So now I can... Although this one might hit me. Now I can have a go at him. Yeah, see that hit? That hurt. It's very important I don't get hit, so I'm going to cut this video a lot, guys, because I'm going to be concentrating on not getting sunk here. And it is incredibly difficult to... You'd be surprised how difficult it is to concentrate and commentate at the same time. So we'll see how long I last. I need to get some distance between him and I. Our rudder's out. Them and I. We need to keep our HP up. And we need to just take it easy here. They're also using 9-pounders, so they're reloading pretty quickly. I mean, I've got 9-pounders on my deck as well, but I'm also using 18-pounders. And, okay. Yeah, we're doing alright. Just gotta keep my distance of them. Try and whittle down their sails as well, if I can. Get those bounces going. Angle your bow. So that was nasty. Nasty broadside, but they missed most of it, and even the shots they did hit didn't do a great deal of damage. So just play it smart. That's what I'm going to be doing here. And as soon as I can, I'm going to hit a repair. Try and get my ship back on. Back up to scratch. You can see there, I'm not doing a lot of damage to them right now. I've got one good stern rake in, but it's very difficult to sort of stern rake another ship when there's another one. To stern rake one ship when another one's guarding him, even with AI. So I'm just breaking off here, going to repair. Take it slow. Okay, guys, they're still pursuing me, as you can see, and I'm just dodging broadsides, but we've got our repairs going now, so I should be back in the fight soon. And this is why I want to start 5-boxing my ships, because, you know, I need repair skill. Books that can help me repair. Now, tacking is going to be a bit silly here, so we're probably going to have to wait for them to fire their broadside. And then, because we're at the end of the zone here, this circle, we can't go out of that. Okay, let's angle now. That's fine, now we can go round. Round we go, we're veering into the wind. This guy hasn't fired his broadside yet, but that's alright. We need to start heading in the other direction. We'll give him a good broadside to boot as we go round. That's not bad. There we go, so that's a proper bow rake there. We might have to angle for this one. Here we go. Oh, ouch. Yeah. Aha! And we're away. So, yeah. We're doing okay. We're doing okay, guys. We just got to play it safe. I honestly was not expecting them to be this powerful. These little 9-pounder frigates. So they've changed things up a bit. Previously, these were 6th rates, Mercuries. And it's pretty easy to deal with a Mercury, with one of these Hercules. I just got to be really careful I don't get... actually, I should take men out of the guns now, because I haven't quite got enough men to fully man repairs here. Okay, the AI is trying for a bit of a stern rake here, so we've got to go round, angle. Ow. That was quite a volley. But we're still alive. How long until we can repair again? 7 minutes. We've got to be very, very careful here. Very, very careful. Another chain volley in a minute. Oh, we're out of chain shot. Wonderful. Okay, no worries. No worries. Most important thing is that we might actually try and repair that cannon there. Get that back into position. Just got to get those that HP up again. Okay, she's going to go for another volley. Actually, we'll keep the sails up for now. Difficulty I've got is angling in such a way that they don't whittle down my sides, but they don't manage to get balls into the stern. Because of that annoying... They got really lucky, annoyingly. Whoop, there goes part of our topmast. It's not good. It's not good at all. Alright, we need to get back into the wind. We're going to lose some speed now. We've lost the T-gallons. So that's definitely not good. Doesn't happen often when you're playing against AI, but here we are, so... Some sail shock. Just going to hold this course, because we can't really get the sails into position. We've got to finish that repair cycle. Oh, here it comes. We're getting pommeled. Totally pommeled. Really was hoping not to sink this time around, but I underestimated these Renemes. I didn't think they would be quite so dangerous. Hello, do we have somebody? Is somebody low-keyed in? I cannot tell. I'm pretty sure I saw chain shot go back there. I'll have to check the recording once I'm done here. Got a feeling that might be a low-key. I'll have to keep an eye on him. We'll see. If it low-keyed in, it should have changed rank, but I don't know. Can I get the sails back in position now? Yep, good. Got another 8 minutes before I can do a repair. We're in big trouble, guys. Yeah, they've caught us. We're going to have to go around again. Yeah, they're firing chain shot. That has to be a Loki, right? Guys, let me know if the Naval Action devs have done something with the AI to make them use chain. I have never seen them do that, as far as I'm aware. We're going to get a stern rake in. We might. Right, I'm just going to fire now. Good volley. We need to concentrate on not getting hit. Oh, this is kind of... Oh! This is kind of interesting, I have to say. Oh no. No. I gave them my stern. I presented my stern. God damnation. See, that's how easy it is, guys. I was concentrating on this other one. And we are done. That's it. That's the end of our little, ship. So easy to make a mistake like that. I'm wondering whether that was a... Yeah, there's no point in trying to rescue it once you've lost your HP like that. It's down. Oh, that's so frustrating, and I just got it back up again too. So the new meta, you know, if you present your stern when you've lost your armor like that, you're done. You know, if you get hit. I'm wondering whether those were players at the end, because it did feel a lot like there might have been some players trying to chain me. I don't know, but most unfortunate, that last broadside was just really unlucky. And I was just starting to take back the fight too. I'm really frustrated by that. Really frustrated by that. Alright, well, there you go. One less ship on the sea. Okay, guys, well, this isn't looking good for me, is it? Being sunk twice in a row in this series. But this is what happens. I tend to get a little cocky when I just start out something new. And I haven't really been experimenting with the wipe yet, so I was really not expecting such trouble from that couple of Rename there. I really should have got something a little tankier. The build we had was more of a PvP build. I probably would have had more luck against those Frenchies actually earlier. But anyway, never mind. We have been sunk. Really with an unlucky broadside, actually. That last broadside, they seemed to land all their shots and straight through my exposed stern. So I just need to practice more, guys. I am wondering if they were Lokis, though, because chain shot coming through there, and then that perfect broadside into my stern, I wonder. I guess you guys can let me know in the comments if you thought I ended up with human players Lokiing into that. I'm not even sure if it's possible to Loki into a patrol zone battle, so here we are. But all is not lost. I'm actually not too upset about losing that ship, because if you look here, Nassau Patrol, you can see we actually did get our combat medals, and we're actually just shy of getting 15 medals. So what I might do is I might actually just transport myself back to Mortimer Town, grab myself my basic brig. I'm just going to sell it, come back here, grab a basic brig, and we'll go out and see if we can just... It doesn't matter if you get sunk, right? Yeah, as long as you get your damage in, that's what the patrol zone's for. You're expecting to get sunk in the patrol zone, so not too concerned about it. I have to spend doubloons to get there and back again, but that's okay. That's what doubloons are for. Okay, guys, on my way to the zone, and you can see there we have a British lynx. There's no point in trying to chase him down. There's no way I'm going to be catching a lynx in this thing. I'm still fishing, which is really unnecessary, but that's okay. You never know, might find a bottle. I did actually... What did I do for this thing? I put some upgrades on it. Diagonal riders, swing bed and elevating screws, and light hammocks. That cost us a grand total of 3,000 reales, which is absolutely nothing. It's chicken's feed. And now we just got to attack literally anything we can find. Not the Cerberus, because that'll kill us in a single volley. Anything that is a similar size to us. And we only just need to get those 200 points or so. Ideally, I'd find some kind of 7th or 6th rate along here, so I might just potter around. We're going the wrong way. We need to head more north. Might just potter around for a little while and see if we can find anything. There's some more renommées. Anything 6th rate shaped. There's a pickle. That's what we want. Okie doke. So yeah, like, if you want to do this sort of thing and you don't want to lose anything, take out your basic brig. Take out one of your DLC ships like I did there. Again, I wasn't expecting to get killed quite so ignominiously with that last broadside there, but once again, I am suspicious. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you think that was a Loki, a couple of Lokis, because that seemed like an extremely accurate final broadside that stern rate me. I mean, that took me down from pretty much more or less complete 100% whole HP down to 0 in a single broadside, so that seemed like very good shooting for an AI, in my opinion. But, you know, these things happen. Let's take this thing out. We're going to keep it small for now. And hopefully we'll actually win this one. That's fine. Fire. Good. Yeah, we're going to have no trouble with this. So that's... I'm still kind of getting used to this, you know, guys. With the, since the wipe, and since the last major update, I mean, there was a time that a 7th rate would have stood up pretty good chance against a 6th rate like this. But, you know, the rate of ship really does matter now. If you're attacking a smaller ship, like, I don't even need to maneuver here, really. I might tack into the wind because I don't like where I am, but... Not great. Okay, I'm gonna tack in here. Let's go around. No bow chasers on this thing, unfortunately. It does have stern chasers though, so that's nice. We'll just fire as we go around. Hopefully we'll get a few hits. That's not great. Now we've given her our stern. Fire the stern guns as we go past, which I missed. And around we go, all the way around for another broadside. Need to learn to aim better. She's going to go around, so I'll fire the last 3 shots. Try and get her in the stern. 1, 2, 3. Oop, that one bounced. Not bad. Not bad. And for those of you who don't have DLCs, this is where you'll be if you just started the game. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with 5-boxing your basic brig and just using that for fun until you can afford to get something bigger. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not watching my sails. I need to manage my sails better. We're going to be going into the wind now, but that's okay. We have our spankers down and staysails and so on, so we can go into the wind more effectively. I'll try and get as many hits as I can. You can see I'm firing 1 shot at a time because we do actually have lock the helm around. We do actually have only 8 guns to fire, so it pays to take your time and aim carefully, get as many hits in as you can. This one's stuck in irons now. We could board her if we wanted to, but she's sinking. How many men do we have on board? They actually have a similar sized crew to us, so I think we'll just finish her off. Come past. Get those sails back into position. We might get a bow rake here. Missed half my broadside. It's alright. She's going to sink now anyway, so it's all good. She hasn't got enough HP to keep going. 1 kill. I feel much better now. And we'll see if we got anything good. Yes, more doubloons, thank you. We got a privateer permit, I'm not going to worry about that. We'll take these with us, and I'm going to ditch the fish and stuff, because that's just slowing me down. Not going to worry. Might as well take that and sell it. There we go. I might as well take that and sell it actually as well. We'll get a couple of thousand out of it, why not? Oak mahogany build. Nice and easy, guys. There's an enemy player. What are you in, mate? Oh, he's in a, he wants to take me out. I mean, it's no contest. It's kind of ganky of him. But, you know, we'll see if we can make it difficult for him. Let's see. He might have built his ship for strength. I don't see why I should, make it easy for him. We have the weather gauge of him, so he might not be able to catch us. Part of me just wants to give him the kill. You know, but nah, let's roleplay this, that we don't want to get sunk. We've got doubloons on board anyway. We don't want to give him those. Let's skedaddle. Now I have no idea where I'm skedaddling to. We're heading up towards Harbour Island, might be our best bet. Alright guys, I've got one more ship here just on the edge of the patrol zone near Harbour Island. This strait here. Managed to tag her. This is a nice little pickle. Battle sails, yep, we'll have battle sails. We might follow her around, actually. Let's tack. Do we have enough speed to tack effectively? Probably not. We'll wait. We'll wait. Maybe we'll get a broadside in first and then tack around. Yeah, we'll do that. So let's fire. Good hits. And there she goes. We'll see if she's got any more doubloons on her. Alright guys, we made it to Harbour Island. I have sold all of our junk, except for these repairs that I'm going to keep, just so I can get them back eventually to Shroud Cay. And we now have 400 doubloons, so it's a start, right? This is definitely not how you grind in this game. I'm taking this really easy, so that's fine. I'm not really planning to worry too much about grinding out stuff for this wipe. I'm just going to take it easy and concentrate on making the series for you guys. So we need to now check for our, if we go to our missions, we go to events, and it's very important. Yes, we did indeed get 3.5k damage equals 15 medals. We could go on and do more and get 20 if we wanted to, but this gets exponentially more difficult. So I think we're going to settle for 15. Now, very important for anyone who doesn't know, these don't stack over over a 24-hour period, so you have to claim these every 24 hours before the reset, which in my part of the world anyway happens at 8 o'clock at night in my part of the world in Australia. So every day, and that's not far away. It's only a couple of hours away now at time of recording. So I'm going to claim these. You can see they're 1 hour actually until it finishes. So I'm going to claim these. And now, yes, thank you, confirm. And now we will reset this. We've done our rewards for the day. And we have, if we go into our chest up here, we should, yes, we have 15 combat medals. So even though I got sunk again in this episode, I would consider that to be mission accomplished, guys. And you can, as you see, if you're a new player watching this series, you can very happily make money and do stuff as long as you're patient and as long as you don't do what I did today and try and bite off more than you can chew. You can do pretty well and make your combat medals, even with just basic brig and maybe a DLC ship or two. So there you go, guys. That's another episode done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you all again next time. This has been KairoS. Thanks very much for viewing.